Why are kids penalized in school for being too curious? Isn't curiosity a superpower? It's 2023, the year I was supposed to graduate from Stanford. No, I didn't get kicked out. At Stanford, I was a pre-law history major who thought I had my 10-year life plan set and had aspirations to be the next Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And then, in March of 2020, Stanford sent us home due to the pandemic. Itching to make an impact, I started tutoring kids. And working with them, I observed how disengaged and uninspired they were with what they were learning in school, how they were absorbing and regurgitating what they were reading in a textbook, but they didn't know why they were learning what they were learning. So that inspired me to apply what they were learning in school to the world around them, their interests, my passions, in hopes of making their learning feel like it actually mattered. Word spread quickly among parents, and what started as a pandemic passion project has blossomed into a global community of over 500 top college students mentoring kids across the world. Pearl number 1, be open to change and opportunity. I thought making an impact required a decade climbing the legal ladder. But in this role, I've learned that every day I can make an impact. In school, I feared failure. Failure meant a bad grade on your transcript that may have jeopardized your chances of getting into Stanford. As an entrepreneur, I embrace failure as the best way to learn. When I fail, I lead with curiosity, asking myself, what can I learn from this? And how can I move forward? And that lifelong learning mentality led me to Pearl number 2, find a mentor. I got 15 minutes on the calendar of a dream mentor, Deb Liu, CEO of Ancestry, the woman who founded Facebook Marketplace. 15 minutes turned to 45 minutes, and I logged off the Zoom. My co-founder burst into the room, eager to ask, how'd it go? I feel like tuna after a haircut, I replied. She ripped into me. For clarification, I was referring to Tuna, my dog, Tuna Wisch. Tuna goes from flaunting her lush fur to looking like a naked mole rat after a haircut. Suddenly aware of how small she really is and the fact that everyone can see it. That's how I felt in that moment, like tuna after a haircut. A few hours later, I got a text from our investor. Well done. Sounds like you left a great impression. He also included a link to a tweet from Deb Liu. Met a 20-year-old founder today. Wish I had half her courage and vision. Audrey Wisch is a rock star. All of a sudden, I felt like furry tuna. In that moment, I learned that authentic mentors critique you most because they glimpse your full potential. Their feedback is the greatest gift. It's not brutal honesty, it's candor with care. Pearl number 3 came from another female mentor. Listen to your whispers. If you don't, they'll become screams. K-12 education is broken. We assumed someone was addressing this issue, but don't assume someone else is on it. Go after the problem yourself, said my whisper. Parents have always been hesitant about their kids learning drastically differently than they did, thinking, well, we turned out okay. But when the pandemic gave them a front row seat to their children's education, they began to question whether it was actually working. In a pre-digital age, Albert Einstein said, don't memorize anything you can look up. Yet, we still emphasize regurgitation over application, even in an age of Google and AI. Staying curious led us to wonder, why not us? Why not dream big? I haven't had a day off since dropping out of college, but I have never been more motivated or curious. I would not have the confidence to dream this big if not for my amazing support network, beginning with my mom and dad, who are my original and forever mentors. Thank you for cheering me on always. I'm gonna cry when I look at my support network. Thank you for being here today, my grandparents, Aunt Marcia, my cousins Lindsay and Jeremy, and my most supportive friends, Ashwin, Andy, Emma, Emily, Holden, and Curious Cardinals mom, Lauren Costello, and my co-founder boyfriend, Alec. I couldn't be here without you by my side, and Alec's wonderful parents, Marielle and Andy. And finally, the person responsible for me being here today, my great friend and extraordinary mentor, Erica Keswin. Thank you for always believing in me. And thank you so much, JWI, for this extraordinary honor. And I hope you all stay curious.